All right, everyone, welcome back to Bloodlords. In our last session, we returned from the Axan Wood safe and sound. Everything was lovely. Nothing went wrong. You all had a great time. That's that, yeah. I don't think anything else of note happened. Do you guys think anything else of note happened in the woods? Fantastic. All right. Well, after returning from the wood and Amira and Kashmi potentially beginning to repair their relationship, jury's still out on that. You guys got some news. Made your way back to the summer mansion of Bloodlord Dalkira Vethis, who is, I don't really want to say benefactor to you all right now, more so your senior in the Builders League as a actual Bloodlord affiliated with that organization who has offered this mansion for you all to use and to live in since the last 2 years when the bombings occurred and you earned her quite a bit of money at the arena. Upon returning, you guys all took a little rest, took some showers, took some baths. Turns out most of you have jacuzzi bathtubs at this point because the rich can do whatever the fuck they want with their summer homes, I suppose. It's Geb, who cares? And Bloodlord Vethis shared with you all, or at least some of you, the exciting news that your upcoming positions have been approved. The positions of nascent bloodlords that the Builders League said they would try and get you guys into, get you on the fast track to helping lead the country. You'll maybe give them a little kickback once you're up in that
Yeah.
position. Not an official alliance. You guys are not directly members of the Builders League. That has remained very clear. You are still technically free agents, but you are at the very least somewhat affiliated with them. You've got a sponsorship, they send you funds every now and then, they ask you to do things every now and then. I imagine you did a few things, got a little bit of money in the past 2 years as well. Just nothing really important enough to go over for the sake of the story we're telling. So, we are picking back up still pretty late in the evening as you all returned, took some baths, and the information was shared with Mahari and Kashmi that you all would become Bloodlords. The two of you went to go grab Amira and Aranth, bring them to party for a little bit, celebrate, and get excited, which Kashmi informed Aranth what the party was for, but Mahari did not form Amira, instead just basically saying, hey, we're partying, come join. And so that is where we are picking back up as all of you are converging back in the parlor of the mansion in which you have been staying. Bloodlord is there. Many of the servants are already beginning to set out a number of victuals and drinks of varying ages and qualities as the atmosphere is set for a celebration.
The servants, are they ghouls, skeletons, ghosts,
These
zombies?
are primarily shadows as well. A lot of these servants are shadow spawn of Bloodlord Vethis, but there are a few regular, I'd probably say, honestly, living people. There are a few quick among the staff that probably make up the second largest grouping of people. Individuals that have perhaps done favors for the Bloodlord in the past and have been offered her protection as a result. Her protection being,
Uh,
hey, work for me, and you won't get treated by a blood like a blood bag by anyone.
you hear that, Amira?
Yeah.
uh,
Hey, Tipsy, I know.
uh,
Don't knock my mic off.
so you said they were shadow spawn of
Yes.
the Bloodlord. Just for reference sake, not that Mahari would know, but does that mean they're like spontaneously formed from her and then like jettison
Uh,
off?
no, these are people she has killed
Oh, okay.
and effectively animated their shadows.
Got it. So hey, I killed you. You're gonna work for me from now on. Because
Well,
fuck you.
I assume there's probably some degree of consent in the arrangement, in the same way that like somebody has to die in order to become a vampire.
When it comes to being the servants of a bloodlord, typically, other people in power and wealthy positions might not ask for that sort of consent when animating people they're going to force to be their servants. But someone like Bloodlord Vethis, who does have a care about loyalty and wants people on her side, then it's probably mostly consensual for her. There might be a few like longtime enemies that have received the most, menial labor as tasks, effectively revenge. Maybe there's a few people that have been killed off, and like this is their prison sentence is to work for the Bloodlord for a couple years, and then they'll have their freedom. It's a variety, but it is mostly consensual.
Huh.
I had I wanted to ask real quick. So I remember at the end of last session
Mm-hmm.
when Amira was told about the party, she wasn't super happy because something else was on her mind. I can't remember what was on her mind.
It was the fact that
I think
Kashmir wasn't talking to you.
Okay, yeah.
For pretty much the entire journey home, Kashmir kind of ignored you.
Yeah. Right.
Unless there was something else I wasn't aware of.
No. Um, I, uh, uh, I think in that case, is it just Bloodlord Vethis there, or are there
Yeah,
other
as of
Bloodlords
right
there as
now,
well?
at least, there's no one else. It does not appear like she has invited anyone else, or at the very least, if she has, they have not arrived. But as you guys make your way into the parlor, it is just yourselves and the Bloodlord and, like, the servants setting things up.
Okay. Um, for right now, Amira will be not exactly sulky, but just kind of not super enthusiastic. She'll like grab a glass of blood wine and sip on it, but she's not going to be like full, "Oh, yes, hello darling, so nice to see you," or anything like that.
Amira is going through her Aranth phase.
Exactly.
Uh, Jericho,
Yeah.
the Lord Delkira,
Mhm.
is she? I know she's a shadow, but is she drinking or eating anything, or is she just casually sitting there enjoying herself?
You have never seen her consume anything.
Okay.
I assume like maybe there's some kind of like life essence she can absorb from, and maybe they can like encapsulate the life essence into something easily I don't.
You guys are
I
welcome to ask her at this point,
Yeah,
or
Mahari's.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
we've been living with her
yeah,
for a couple of years now.
she's not here
So
the whole time, but she definitely has. You guys have at least probably spent in total around 6 months over the last 2 years living in the same house as her.
Are
yeah.
we on a first name basis with her, or does she prefer, titles and such?
She's fine with you guys calling her whatever you want. If you guys have come up with a nickname for her at all, she'd respond to that too.
Silky. No, absolutely not.
So Mahari's gonna go over and sit next to her. Delkira,
Yes.
have you ever had blood coffee?
I have many, many hundreds of years ago, back when I was alive. Wasn't
Oh,
quite a
his
fan of how
ears.
bitter it was.
Oh, his ears will kind of flatten a little bit. Oh, my apologies. I guess I should have asked, are you still capable of enjoying blood coffee?
Ah. Unfortunately, no. As you'll see, and she'll pull her mask off, and there's just like inky blackness swirling in the sort of cowl of her hood. There's not really any organ to consume with. It's just sort of here. Put the mask back on so you can only sort of see through like the little slits of the eyes, that
Okay.
darkness.
If I don't mean to intrude on one's personal business, but
By all means.
What is your hunger?
My hunger. Honestly, it's a bit strange. Let me make sure I'm on the same page. Are you asking about the general compulsion that most undead feel to consume something? I know individuals such as yourselves have a delight in blood that is not always natural and more just an instinctual need based off of your disposition? Or are you simply talking about what it is I like to consume, if I could?
Let's start with the latter, the
The latter.
instinctive hunger.
Well, the instinctive was the former. So,
I'm sorry, the former.
the instinctive. There's not really a huge hunger I feel. It, if anything, would be to effectively consume light in such a way that leaves shadow behind it. But that just sort of naturally happens as I step outside during the day. It's nothing I really have to go out of my way to find and consume. It's just sort of the same way plants grow. I manage to satiate myself.
That
Amira will pipe in here real quick and ask, so have any of Geb's amazing spellcasters figured out a way to create, like, flavored lights for shadows like yourself to consume?
Well, I wouldn't know. I have not had any light I would consider flavored. And it's less so, going out of my way to draw in light. It just sort of naturally happens while I'm out and about. I have heard that the mages up to the north have been tinkering around with relatively useless magics and inventions. Maybe they would have done something like that. There is no flavored bottled sunlight in this story, unfortunately, at least not in Geb.
well, wouldn't sunlight
Because
actually
we haven't
harm her?
invented it yet.
What, Kashmi?
I said because we haven't invented it yet.
That is correct. Sunlight would not directly harm her, Mahari. It is effectively what she consumes. Is just light.
Okay. Is the sunlight really only a problem for vampires?
Yeah.
Like, there's no, like, all the other undead, they just go like this to the sun?
I mean, it's the sun. It's fine for them. It's not anything strange, pretty much. Shadows do technically, if we're going off like a regular shadow stat block, have a vulnerability to light. It's not an inherent like vampiric weakness to them, but if they are, I believe if they're in light, attacks against them just count as magical for the purposes of ignoring their resistance to non-magical damage. So normal shadows would have some sort of vulnerability like that. Bloodlord doesn't. Bloodlord's a bit unique.
Powerful.
A fun shadow.
Can I ask you a question?
Of course, dear. Ask away.
It's rude. And she's gonna look at her ramps and then kind of like pivot her body so Ranth can't see her ask the question.
I can still
gonna
hear
say-
you, you know. It's my best
I
Rant
know-
voice.
I know you don't have a nose. Can you smell? She's sensitive about her defective body parts, so I don't like to talk about it in front of her.
I less so use the sensory organs that you all are so used to. Mine are much different just based off of the composition of my body right now. So it's things like sense, smell, touch, things like that you are very much used to. I do not experience anymore. I do have recollection of my time experiencing them, but I perceive the world in a different way these days.
So,
Do you miss smelling?
I can't really say I
Like, would you
miss
like
it.
to smell?
I think I'm fine not being able to smell.
Oh, fascinating. Thank you.
Of course.
oh. Have you ever consumed part of a soul?
I can't say that I have, no. It's not really...
We did.
You did? How was that?
Well, the one I consumed was saturated with fear, the same way you would saturate a side of meat, and it was exquisite.
How interesting.
Was
Wha-
well,
oh.
was this something we did in the Abyss?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we ate
no,
souls.
Yeah, you had the souls cooked 3 ways when you were at the
Right.
laboratory.
Just for record, I abstained, right? I didn't actually eat the soul, or did I eat soul and I don't remember?
Y'all, I've got no clue.
'Cause I remember Amira Mahari and that guy. I have to tell you, he was so insignificant that I actually legitimately have forgotten his name. So whatever. I think they 3 did it, but I didn't.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you abstained. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
because
I
know
know that guy Mahari and Aranth at the very least. I know for a fact the 3 of them consumed. I did not remember Amira and Kashmi.
Yeah,
So.
I got fear and despair when I ate them.
The classic emotions to feel when one dies, painfully and tragically.
Yep.
Well, shall we... I mean, it's not really a party if we're just sitting around chatting. We need music, we need dancing, we need drinks. Suppose we already have that part covered. We need some other illicit substances, one might say, to partake in.
Oh my god. My
Amira tries very hard to not look excited. Like, she's trying to be mopey and sad right now.
and here's where all of our drug-addled brains just get dialed up to 11.
Amira, you do a decently good job of hiding it.
in our defense, we have been through some shit.
Oh, I know, Kashmi. We, if of all the beings on Galarian, bar you, we probably have the best excuse to get high.
Yes.
I think we're gonna just rename that to this whole campaign. We've been through some shit, y'all. That's the campaign name.
Agreed.
Jericho, if you actually like put all the videos on YouTube
I'm
and
not
then
putting that
compile it
effort
into
in.
a playlist.
God, no.
No, put it into a playlist and then just call it "We've Been Through Some Shit."
Yes.
It's already in a playlist. Maybe I'll rename it. Who knows? Amira, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say if Amira sees Kashmi and Mahari like be eager for drugs, she's just going to let out a sigh and give into it as well. Then, like, okay, if everybody's doing it, then I guess I have to do it. I was feeling kind of mopey and sad, but if
Oh,
everybody
no.
else is doing it,
Peer pressure.
Mahari just looks over at Amira with
Well, thank you for taking that one for the team,
incredulous
Amira.
aha.
What a trooper. We're so proud of you, Amira.
Does Aranth also, do her eyes light up at the mention of illicit substances?
I don't believe they light up. She may or may not partake. I'm not entirely certain. So I will simply for now say she does not. And if she chooses to later, fantastic. That's what we like to see.
yes,
I do not condone drugs.
I do.
Yeah, drugs are bad.
Outside of the premises of this game. In game,
Don't
y'all
do
can do whatever
drugs.
you want. Okay, Amira, we need
As
to
in
have a
there's no drugs.
conversation.
Drugs are awesome.
I'm sorry. I'll stop. I'll stop. FBI,
You
I'm
all
joking.
need some help.
DEA, I'm joking.
Hey, for the CIA and the FBI who are watching this, y'all know we're peak entertainment here.
If any of them watch us, first of all, I'm sorry. Second of all, why? Third of all, why? Don't do something better with your life.
Jericho, you know that in the CIA and the FBI there are a crap ton of TTRPG nerds.
Sure, maybe, I don't know. I don't have connections there anymore.
Anymore?
Yeah, anymore.
What?
It's a story for later.
Okay.
So, anyways, moving on. Isn't that right, Tipsy? Come say hi to everyone. Get off topic. Party time! Woo! Amira, do you ever ask about what you're celebrating?
Amira just assumed we're celebrating the Blood Lord. Well, I don't think Amira ever directly asks, but wait, no, that's right. Nobody ever told Amira that the Blood Lord positions
Yeah,
are
no,
ours.
that's
did
just
they?
not known to you yet.
Yeah,
You got
so
home, took a bath, and Mahari came and banged on the door and said, "Hey, we're partying, come join."
I think probably at some point, like, Amira would be like, so, what's this party all about, anyways?
Did no one
Or,
tell you?
Well, like, she goes to give a toast, and then she's like, a toast to, what are we celebrating? No, I
To
just
your new
got
positions,
told-
of course. What?
What?
Mahari, surely you informed her.
Ha!
Mahari?
I
We can't be celebrating
I-
if we don't know what we're celebrating. Come now.
I mean,
I should tell you, I have celebrated many a time when I did not know why. I think you can celebrate and not know why.
There's always something to celebrate. You just have to find it. This will be a lesson for another day when we're not so drunk.
fair enough.
Now, yes, Amira, we are celebrating. Your positions have officially opened up. You came back at quite the perfect time. You have your meetings with the Lord Geb himself in about a fortnight.
oh, that's right. We have to meet with the Lord Geb himself, don't we?
You do indeed. Is there something wrong with that?
No.
He's just
Roll me a
overwhelmed.
deception check.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Amira will say, no, it's just, you know, it is the Lord Geb himself. You know, he's quite a storied individual. I've heard a lot of things about him. He seems like a bit of a intimidating figure is all. Let me check something.
Man, even Mahari stopped buying this.
Well, Mahari's aware that Kashmi and Geb are married.
Yeah.
I don't think this is something we've told.
Thankfully,
Anybody?
Amira's a really damn good liar. Like, that's what she's best at. I don't think you would have pursue a lead on this, though.
Oh yeah, if I added that, then
Which is fine, because you rolled amazingly either way. So, I think even taking that +2 off, that's a crit success. No, not a crit success. It was a crit success exactly, if you had that +2.
What?
So, uh, she will take you at your word for it. Yeah. She does not seem to suspect that your short initial answer is anything off-putting.
Um,
And for the rest of you to determine whether you want to believe her or not, Amira got a 39 after the -2.
well, Mahari inherently knows that there is something to worry about.
He does.
So, he's excited for the wrong reason to meet the Ghost King. He just wants to see the effing fireworks.
Mahari wants to watch the world burn. What were you about to say, Kashmi?
Any concerns that Kashmi harbored that Amira might have some worries about it, with the 39 have disappeared. He thinks
Fantastic.
Amira's fine. Sorry.
She already met him back in the abyss. You know, it's all fine.
Like, it's old news. Like,
Yeah.
Plus, like, Amira and I aren't even really serious anymore, so, like, I'm sure it's fine.
Oh,
Yikes.
damn.
Well, now that we know what we're celebrating, let's get the good stuff in, shall we? We have a fresh little import that's just hit the exclusive market that is a little, make you susceptible to all sorts of things you would not normally be able to experience as an undead. It's practically like living again, though, of course, without the added issue of mortality.
Amira, I was about to say that Amira's heart stops, but then I realized, but then I thought again,
It's really funny if an expression for undead is instead of their heart stopping, their heart starting. Out of panic.
Except Amira is worried. Is this, well, Amira will kind of just smile and say, oh, is there, what's it called? Well, what's it do exactly?
Fuck, I don't remember the name.
You just called it blood wine. That's all you called it.
New drugs.
No, I thought this was the heartbeat elixir.
This is the heartbeat or heart throb. It started with heart. I don't remember the second part of the name. It's been so long.
It's heart throb.
Heart throb. It's something called heart throb. It has just come out in the not quite public market, but in the sort of channels that you'll get access to once you begin whining and dining the other lords, once you're in the court. It has the properties of allowing one to experience mortality without actually becoming mortal.
Seems quite interesting. Amira is doing her best to suppress the PTSD from being force-fed this by Samitu for 150 years, whatever.
Yeah. Hey, you were drugged otherwise the whole time also. You were out of it.
Jericho, was Mahari, Iranth, and Sarian also force-fed this crap?
Everyone except Kashmi was effectively kept under the influence of this for over a century.
God damn it.
It was so much fun. Granted, in your guys' case, it was less so for you to experience other drugs, more so for blood to flow through your veins such that you could be feasted upon.
Yeah.
Delicious snacks.
So Amira is going to kind of be really nervous about this at first. Is the heartthrob elixir like out right now? Or
Yeah, it just got brought in by a servant as Lord Vethis is answering this question. Placed on a table, it is in a very nice bottle. The servant has, pulled out a couple glasses, begins pouring it.
I think what Amira is going to do in this situation, because obviously she doesn't have the best history with this thing, but I think she's going, as soon as it's poured, she is going to take it and slam it down, like down the hatch.
Okay.
Specifically because what she's thinking right now is that she doesn't want to let the trauma Samitu caused her, like, block her in any way.
Fantastic, yeah. Are you going to willingly fail the save on this
Yes.
drug? Okay, fantastic. Yeah, as
Mahari.
the servant like pours Amira's glass first, goes to start pouring Mahari's, and Amira immediately picks it up, knocks it back, while the servant is still pouring.
I'll take mine once it's finished. Turn to Delkira. Delkira, is it best savored in all snippets or shotgunned like Amira did?
Well, honestly, this is my first time with it. Just got a shipment in half a year ago. Figured I would let it simmer, wait for a special occasion, and thus haven't really tried it myself as of yet. But I've heard that it should begin to work its effects following the first sip. So, how you choose to enjoy it is up to you. And you'll notice she actually has like a glass in front of her that has been poured, and she's lifted up her mask, placed it on the table here, and is holding the glass like she's going to drink from it as well.
Then I'll raise mine. Cheers then to position, prospect, and prosperity.
I look forward to your future successes.
Then I'll take a sip. Character development for the brute.
She starts just like pouring it into her clothes effectively.
Yeah. Well, like a skeleton trying to drink.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking of that scene from the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
Yep. When they drink the
Where
rum
he
and it just pours through the skeleton.
Pours down the skeleton.
Yeah. It's notably, actually, as it hits the sort of like shadowy vapor that makes up her corporeal form, corporeal quote unquote, it actually immediately turns into a vapor itself and begins to mix in with her form. It does seem to have been created in such a way that it will work on incorporeal creatures who do not have to drink themselves, anything like that.
Does she begin to take her living form?
No, it doesn't change your form at all. It effectively allows you to be affected by things you would not normally be able to be affected by. So drugs, poisons, death effects, all that sort of stuff you can be affected by. Not death effects, actually. The whole idea is you are not mortal, so you are still immortal, cannot be just inherently killed, but it lets you experience all other things that a mortal would be able to, that you cannot as an undead.
Gotcha. So I take a sip, and then I take a longer drink. Does it just affect me, or do I need to make the save?
You can choose to fail the save or not. If you want to try and resist the effects, you can make a fortitude save.
Now, failing it just allows it to take effect. That's it. Doesn't do anything else for Mahari's memory.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just fail it.
Sure. Yeah, you willingly fail it alongside Amira so you can be affected by other stuff. How about you, Kashmir? Are you consuming? This is something you haven't experienced before.
I'm fail.
Fantastic. Okay. And you guys all take swigs. Some of you shotgun it, some of you sip it like distinguished people. And
Kashmir will stare
like on the verge of rudeness, while our Valkyrie drinks. That's what I've decided her nickname is, because she's fierce.
Okay.
So she's because I'm fascinated by the whole like doesn't have a face thing.
Yeah.
And then she'll catch herself staring and like panic and then drink her drink too fast. She wasn't planning on shotgunning it. She had every intention of drinking it like politely, but then she also was rudely staring.
Yeah. And as a reminder, 'cause I haven't shown it in a while, I'll go ahead and flash the Bloodlord's art again. Just imagine, though, that hair is like the tendrils of shadow, not actual hair. And so she typically has a cowl up. And inside those lenses, you can see the wisps of darkness. And that is typically how she is seen. She might have actually like put the cowl down as well now and is letting the darkness sort of roam free.
So is she actually a gunslinger?
Yeah. She is a Greater Shadow gunslinger.
Yeah.
Fun little stat block I cooked up for her. It's not even finished, but I built the basics of her because I was like,
That means we're not going to be fighting her. At least
you guys are not
session.
planned to. No, she was always intended to be an ally for you guys. Effectively, sort of the higher level version of Berlin, while Berlin is otherwise indisposed.
Oh crap! I forgot about Berlin. She's not dead. She's just hiding.
Mm-hmm. As far as you are aware, even 200 years in the future, she was not dead.
I did spend some time investigating Berlin's situation, but I don't think anything came up.
Nope. There was
Now,
nothing.
Jericho, that's why Samitu was never able to claim her position in the Reanimators, is because no one could confirm she was truly gone.
That is correct. Now, this is all the story Lixel had for you guys. Who knows if that was really Lixel at this point?
Ah, crap! Not this.
Was.
No.
I feel confident.
I'd forgotten about that.
Lixel is fucking dead.
Yeah, Lixel, she gone.
So,
Try to save her.
you're really not sure who that was 200 years in the future. And at that point, can you really trust any of the information they gave you? But
Well, I think it's funny that the one thing we know we can trust is the brand from Asafonwe. Because it's still there. It's like, okay, that's still there. So that future did happen.
Somehow.
it wasn't all a horrific nightmare, no. Hopefully. Unless you're still trapped in a nightmare.
God, please no.
I swear, if we go through all of our character building and all that, become Bloodlords, then Jericho's just like, and now you hear Abraxas laughing as you wake up back in his throne room before you even left.
Are you kidding me? If that's the case, you guys are waking up like the night before the wedding, having had a prophetic dream. That's been this whole thing. You guys get to determine how to make better choices from there.
Oh. Does that mean we go back to being level 8?
Level 8? Yes. So,
Oh no.
figure out how to deal with your foes while you are once more weakened.
That would be awesome. But it would also be so mean.
I'm not going to do that. Maybe as like once this campaign is done, that could be a funny little one-shot or two-shot maybe. But that's like the big red panic button I have. If something goes so horrifically wrong with the story, I can just hit the reset button and take us back in time. It was all a dream. So, you guys take some drugs, have a great time. After you take the basic drug that allows you to experience real actual drugs, a number of different higher end product hype, scour, succubus kiss, a midnight milk, all of that will be brought in for you guys to experience and mess around with over the remainder of the night. For however long you would like to party.
So, at some point during tonight, Amira is going to try to talk to Kashmir. She is gonna, like, probably at the peak of something or another, she's gonna crawl over to Kashmir and just be like, Kashmir, I'm sorry.
I know.
I love you, Kashmir.
Oh boy.
I know.
You're the best thing that's ever happened to me.
I know.
I don't think Amira, like, really has anything beyond that. I just think that she'll, like, try to collapse into Kashmi's lap. I don't know if Kashmi will allow that, or...
Kashmi is currently corporeal. She will allow you to collapse into her lap, but she will go incorporeal and kind of sink into the furniture just to put a little, I'm here, but we're not cool. Like, we're cool, but we're not cool. Like, I'll catch you. But also, I still feel weird.
I think at some other point, just so things get even more horrendously awkward, Amira is gonna say, "You're not gonna go back to Geb and leave me, are you? Like, I know he's like the Ghost King and everything, but I'm a nascent bloodlord now."
Kashmi's gonna start to laugh because when you said go back to Geb, she had a serious existential moment where she thought, "Oh shit, where am I? I need to disbelieve."
Back in the abyss.
Right.
Oh god.
So when you said go back to Geb, that literally never occurred to her.
Oh,
She thought go back to Geb, like the town.
yeah.
Like, I think that Kashmi doesn't think that Geb is really Geb.
It's
Okay.
fake
I don't know.
Geb.
I don't know.
Feb.
Yeah, I think Kashmi's pretty disassociated about the whole thing. I think that after the party, when she's in her post-drug, like, too tired to get out of bed, whatever people do after drugs, and left alone with her thoughts, then she might have thoughts. But right now, she has pretty much avoided having those thoughts at all.
If Amira tries to convince Kashmi to get up and dance with her, would Kashmi acquiesce to that, or is Kashmi trying really hard to, like, avoid doing anything with Amira right now?
Well, it really depends. How much drugs are we on? Are we on all the drugs? Because Kashmir on all the drugs really does love to dance.
At this point, you guys would be like drained to, stupefied to, on the verge of falling unconscious from the drugs.
Yeah.
You guys are so wildly out of it if you are choosing to fail all the saves.
And we danced!
Absolutely just fucking trashed.
What music does Valkyra have?
That's a great question.
Does she have a bunch of skeletons in a jazz band?
Probably. Like, that's gonna be one of the bands that comes in.
Oh, right.
She's gonna have multiple
one of the
coming in.
bands.
Yeah, remember, she's filthy rich.
Filthy rich. And I mean, like, realistically, this celebration will go on for as long as you guys want it to. You've got a fortnight till you're meeting with Geb. She will absolutely party that whole time away with you. If you just want to sort of escape reality
because Amira obviously loves this, she adores this, but also at the same time, she does feel like she needs to prepare for the meeting with Geb. I think she'll go for like a week straight before she gets sobered up to like really prepare for a meeting with the Ghost King himself.
Sure.
While those two are having their moment, Jericho, Mahari is on the other couch with Lord Delkira, and he's like this with his glass, and he looks at her and he's like, "Oh, it's just getting started. Watch this. It's gonna be great." Pinks his glass to her and takes another sip.
Yeah, we'll absolutely return your toast. You could imagine a playful smile on her lips if she had a face.
Yeah.
I really wanted to pull the Bugs Bunny meme at some point, like Cowboy Bugs just leaning up against something, pulls out pistol, shoots. But I can't think of a good time for that, so that's a wasted opportunity, sadly.
Aww.
Unfortunately.
I feel like that happened at some point in the week of our partying.
It probably does.
And we were all quite amused by it.
There's probably one of, like, those prisoner servants she has that comes in and she goes, "Hey, watch this." Bang! And it doesn't do anything to them because they're a shadow too. So blood just goes through them.
Ugh. Mahari would not party a whole week like Amira. He gets a good party, and he's good.
Okay.
Like he'll drink when he goes into the upper rooms with them or whoever's left partying. But he has a couple things he wants to accomplish before he meets with the Ghost King.
Sure.
Like what? If you have business, then Kashmi would help with the business. Like, she doesn't have to disassociate. But if it's private business, then I will disassociate.
Well, if Kashmi did tag along with Mahari, you would see a lot of his cultural practices being performed.
Yeah, Kashmi's all for that.
Kashmi, have you ever been in a Knoll society before in your long life?
Probably.
At least in one of our lives, at least.
Yeah, but does she remember that life is the question.
You know when you had a dream that felt so real that you, like, in the dream you were sure it was real?
Yeah.
It's like that. Like, I feel like a relative, like, I feel confident, but, like, I don't remember. But, like, I know. So, like, I feel like, yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
How bad could it, like, really, how bad could it be? Everybody loves me. It'll be great.
Okay. Well, you're gonna see, mainly you're gonna see three things take place. Bone reading, cannibalism, and what's it called? Fetish creation. Not the fetish you're thinking of, like it's a tribal colloquialism.
Yes.
Also, Jericho, is there a spacious pouch just lying around in this place that I can have?
No, you can buy one.
Yeah, I want to buy one.
Yeah, you can absolutely. It's easy enough to like take one of your days, head into Mekatar, go to the markets, and pick up a new spacious pouch. Is there any size specifically you're looking for?
The base one carries 25 of bulk, right?
That is correct.
Just the base one.
Okay.
I don't think I'm going to be carrying around, 250 bulk worth of crap.
You're not going to try and fit a bunch of monster corpses in there, I thank you.
No, I'm not.
Then yeah, that's only 75 gold.
Okay. I'll,
Nice and simple. You guys could actually get the Type 4, which is the highest level version at this point.
Yeah, but who really
level
needs
item.
who needs a Type 4 bag of holding?
Hey, that's
like,
150 bulks worth of space. Do you have any idea how many 10-foot poles I could fit in there?
Yeah.
Presumably 150. I don't.
What is the bulk of the 10-foot pole actually? Now I'm
All right, got my spatial
Thought it
path
was,
back because the other
Now
one
we have
blew
to
the
do math.
right?
Now the other one blew up.
A 10-foot ladder is 3 bulk. That's lame.
Jericho, could I also procure
Oh yeah, Amira's right because it's probably
more
one bulk.
flesh?
It is 1 bulk. What, Mahari?
Yeah.
Could I also procure Colo flesh while
Nope.
I'm in Mechantar?
That's
I
gross.
can't.
Mm-mm. You know there were strange things going on with that in the future. That's already started. Colo are generally a rarity here in Geb, strangely enough, considering how close the Mwangi Expanse is. What few may show up may or may not
Do I have-
be getting messed around with by a specific entity.
I have a bag. Could I have some in my bag?
I'm
It's
gonna say
consumable, right?
no to this, because even you've had time to like restock your bag, but Colo flesh is something right now that is rare enough that you probably wouldn't have just randomly found it either to put in your bag.
Prescient consumable.
Yeah, I'm gonna specifically say no to that for this.
So prescient consumable, is that stuff that I have to put in my bag, or is it something that I magically just reach in and pull out?
The idea is you're effectively saying, "Oh yeah, I picked that up the last time we were in town, and that's why I can pull it out of my bag now." It's
Oh.
in the future
No, okay,
saying,
I
"Yeah, I
hate
picked
that.
this up."
Okay. Okay.
It is
I'm
not
sorry, I've
a-
been misusing that spell forever.
That's fine. I have been aware, and I have not stopped you with anything because nothing's been terribly out of the ordinary for that.
But no, that makes sense.
But in this case, yeah, it is something that is just simply not accessible. So
Okay.
you would not have been able to restock that.
In lieu of that, Jericho, is there a market for beast flesh?
Yeah, there would be
So
beast flesh.
So could I get hyena flesh, or is that too out of stock? Roll a dice.
Kashmi seeing Mahari on this quest will come home with every stray dog she can find.
Get the child network on it.
Oh God.
If you don't kill and eat the dogs, we will have 8 dogs as pets.
I would say you're able to find some Cursebringer flesh. That'd be the closest thing.
Cursebringer?
Yeah.
I'm not
think that's
familiar
what
with
it's called.
that
It might
name.
be Curse Eater. Check, just... Oh, it's Curse Eater, not Cursebringer.
What's a curse eater?
That.
Pretty close.
Yeah, that's close enough.
Yeah. When it's beast flesh available, it's less so like fish and dogs and cats and more like magical beasts, the entities that roam the countryside. Ow, I just dropped my knife on my leg.
Careful.
That are available for purchase and consumption here, because that's what's easily like huntable.
Okay, I'll take a pound of that.
Yeah. Curse eaters are effectively creatures that like are predators of were creatures and oracles. Funny little beasts.
While he's shopping for that, can we buy something that's culturally appropriate for me to wear?
Sure. Are you looking for something that is like modern time period nice clothing, or 5,000 years ago time period?
I'm gonna need, once I come to terms. So when Amir and I have our conversation about Geb for real, I'm gonna realize, oh shit, I need clothes. So I'm gonna get my Geb dress with her. I want to get something that will be appropriate for me to go meet Mahari's family people time with.
Something appropriate to meet other Colo with. Okay.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And I want to make Mahari look like super fucking good.
That's just gonna be
Mahari,
like jungle tribal clothes.
In bright colors.
Yeah.
Mahari
So it's actually
will...
not gonna be particularly fancy.
No, but you know what I mean. I
Yeah.
want to make Mahari look real fucking good.
With
Absolutely.
Mahari ears, you're gonna do that. His ears are gonna kind of like flatten. He's gonna say in a very quiet voice, "Thank you, Kashmi, but they're gone."
Are they though?
To his knowledge, they are all dead.
That is fair.
Kashmi has lived so many lives and knows with her whole fucking sense of literally every fiber of her being believes that people who are gone are not always really gone. And that's kind of the glue that holds her together. So you saying they're gone, yeah, now. So, like, wait a minute. Or we'll get fucked into the time warp and go back in time and they'll be back. Like, who the fuck knows? Like, they're just gone for now.
Well, I mean, there is one that you'll be able to meet right before I kill him. His eyes kind of go wide as his head kind of cocks to the side.
This campaign's anthem is officially the time warp.
Have me get
Oh,
a,
God
a
damn it.
little sick, twisted smile as she is going to be your biggest fucking cheerleader as you murder the fuck out of him. It's going to be great.
Remember, kids, when it's in an undead evil campaign, patricide is okay.
And then I'm going to desecrate his corpse.
Okay.
Oh, can I help?
I would be shocked if you didn't help.
God, okay. Let's go. I got my murder dress on.
Okay. Jericho's like, I have a bunch of psychopaths in my game.
I'm not going to say I regret running this campaign, but you all certainly make me question things. So just keep that in mind.
You're just jealous because you don't have a murder dress.
See, these people are fucking crazy.
Jericho's like, I now see the depths of human depravity in my players.
What did you expect? He took us to the edge of trauma like 14 times.
And I'll do it
Yeah.
again.
Okay, you see,
We have
he's not
found our
innocent.
most base selves.
Fantastic. What a great character
And it-
study this campaign is.
Embrace
That
them
would
with
be
reckless
so funny
abandon.
if this ever became a character study.
Yeah, okay. So, Kashmi, you want to go pick up both, like, fun murder dress for killing Mahari's dad and, like, an actual nice dress for meeting Geb in.
Will we have time? Yes. If we have time, I would like to do that with Amira.
Yeah.
Okay.
She has stepped away at the moment, so we will confirm with her when she returns.
Jericho, when I enter
Yeah.
Mekatar,
Yeah.
would it be possible to ask a few discreet questions about the cult? Is it the cult of feasting?
It is... Let me
Feast
check.
of the Starved.
Yeah, the Feast of the Starved. Good on you for taking notes. You make me so happy. You could certainly try to. Go ahead and give me a gather information.
Is that under exploration?
It is indeed under exploration. Good on you. I'm so proud. I'm delightfully proud of you. Okay. Asking around about the Feast of the Starved, is there any, like, what in particular are you trying to find out? Are you just trying to learn about them? Are you trying to, what are you trying to figure out?
Are
Hold on, I need to take a work call, you guys. Can we pause? I'll be right back.
Yeah, we'll take
Sorry.
our break here. It's a little early for it.
Sorry, thank you, bye.
Okay.
Go ahead and still ask me your question here, Mahar, and I'll think about it on break.
Are they still growing in popularity, and if so, how fast?
Sure. Yeah. I will get you that information when we return from break here. So stand up, stretch,
Okay.
grab some water. Because Amira stepped away, Kashmi's got to take a call. Might as well just
Yeah.
take a break here while we are down multiple people. So I'll see you in a few. So let's get back into it.
Yeah.
So, as we left off, Mahari, you were gathering a bit of information heading into Mekatar on the Feast of the Starved, the sect of Urgathoan worship that you are pretty damn sure is related to some figures you don't much care for, to put it nicely. And you were effectively trying to find out, how well have they been growing? Are they still recruiting people? Things like that, yes?
Yep.
Okay. Asking around a little bit as you are, looking around for the your new spacious pouch, the Colo, and then hyena or regular beast flesh. Eventually, finding some curse eater flesh, taking advantage of that. There are definitely a few people you talk to who are like, "Oh yeah, I know of the feast. Been to one or two of them myself. Nothing too crazy about it. They're interesting folk. Do seem to have bigger numbers than they have the last year or so. So it seems like they're growing just fine."
Huh. Is this the conversation I'm actually having with this person, or that's
Yeah.
what I learned?
You can ask another follow-up question or two if you'd like.
So, I'm sorry if I take on a southern accent.
You're talking to a merchant who's like shaving meat that's hanging from the top of a stall.
Okay. I'll peek my head around the carving. Yeah, I also heard that their leader, kind of strange in these parts.
I think you'd be might strange yourself to be considered not strange around here. But I mean, if you're talking about looking the way you do, then that's definitely not considered ordinary. So,
Yeah, you're right. I just didn't expect to see another of my kind here.
well, find them every which way you go. Not the most common around here, but not surprised necessarily that you see them come through here and there, and if they get it in good with the church, who am I to judge what position they find themselves in?
Fair enough, fair enough. Uh, I mean, I know that the church usually, they hold their feasts any excuse they get.
Yeah.
But this particular propriety of persons, do they have any special days they do it? I've been looking to join one myself.
Can't say I know of any special occasions they do for. As you said, they kind of put on their own whenever they so choose. So, always feels kind of random to me which grouping is doing the worshiping and feasting out in public these days. Maybe have some sort of internal board of discussion, decision making on who gets first dibs on each specific day. Not much of a worshipper myself, so don't really know.
Now, Jericho, is this also the gentleman that I purchased the Dream Eater or the Curse Eater flesh from?
No, this is just a random guy you talk to as you're like asking around, and he doesn't really seem to have any further information.
Well, I'll thank him for his time and be
Yeah.
moving on. God, I can't believe I fell into that accent.
Hey ho. Amira, when you had
Yeah.
stepped away, Kashmi had mentioned that she wished to go dress shopping with you at some point.
Oh.
To look
Okay.
for dresses to meet Geb in, I believe. If you had
Yeah.
wished
Yeah.
to go.
I
Yes,
figured
absolutely.
that at some point we would have had a conversation about, hey, we need to go meet Gab, and I'd go, oh shit, I should probably like getting out. Like, we should probably get close. I figured you and me and Aranth would go and, like, I don't know, get close.
Yeah. I would love to go dress shopping with you, Kashmi. It's a date. Smile, smile, big smile.
Let's go.
When you guys like actually go to head out for the date, Aranth just sends Gale with you guys. Doesn't even show up herself.
Hey, Gale can talk, right?
This Gale cannot, unfortunately, since we have rebuilt Aranth to be a sorcerer instead of a witch. Gale is just a normal pet instead of a constantly resurrecting familiar. So, Gale is just a cat.
Does Aranth let us know that Gale's no longer a freaking immortal familiar, or did she just let us assume Gale is an immortal familiar still?
We'll wait
Oh
for
my
Aranth to
God,
be back
you-
to determine that.
I don't think there's any question at all what she did. I don't think she would have told us.
Yeah, now that I think about it,
She would have allowed us to continue to worship the fucking cat.
Aranth never goes out of her way to share information with you guys.
Correct.
Yeah, no, Aranth absolutely, I think, ditched you guys dress shopping to go, like, spend time with her dad.
Are you sure? Because it's dress shopping.
Yeah, I'm
For
fairly
a
certain.
dress for her to meet Geb.
I'm pretty sure. I may be wrong about that.
Can I roll diplomacy?
No.
I'm going to say
Why
no
is he
because she's
here?
not here. I do not wish to force things upon her character if she's not here. How about this? We'll put a pin on it. It'll be Schrodinger's dress shopping
Perfect. I like this
until
plan.
Aranth is back and we can confirm one way or another. We'll even send a message here before we forget.
Make sure you tell her it's for her Geb outfit.
I'm aware.
I'm sorry, I forgot who I was talking to. You're right, I'm an asshole.
I know everything.
I'm sorry.
Remember, Jericho's in the walls.
I know. It came out my
everyone's
mouth, and I just
walls.
regretted my decision.
Almost typed
Okay.
Amira's name wrong. You guys continue on typing this message up. Go dress shopping.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess definitely part of what Amira would want to do after the week of. Sorry, I am just imagining that in Geb. I think you mentioned this at some point, Jericho, that with some of these parties, people are just in there for like months at a time, and they come out and they're like, "Hey, what year is it?"
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
But anyway, so that's besides the point. After the week of partying, Amira would start investigating, just checking in on things to see like and one of the things she would see is like, what do people typically wear when meeting with the Lord Geb?
Sure. Give me a gather information roll.
2004 grunge punk rock.
Can I aid?
Sure. You may aid.
Is it also gather information?
Nope, there's actually a fun little aid button. So if you go ahead and target Amira
Oh, shit. Where are you?
on the map.
Oh, where's the map? Oh, here. Got it. Okay. Whew. Pretty and smart.
So target Amira, open up your basic action macros. And it should be the third button down. It should say aid and then in parentheses PF2E macros. Just set the skill to diplomacy, leave the DC as is. Not perception. And choose the skill you're rolling with. You guys are likely to crit succeed anyway, so and that automatically applies the aid bonus to Amira based off
Yay,
of
okay,
what
cool.
you roll. So, fun little way to automate the aiding and automatically apply the bonuses to them. So, Amira, go ahead and give me that gather information check.
Yes.
I would assume you would pursue a lead on this.
Yes.
I just want to look cute.
Wait, you want to look cute for your ex-husband, but
No,
not for your wife?
No, I just want to look appropriate. Like, I want to wear the appropriate thing.
There's no winning, Kashmi. Not against Amira. Not when she's being like this. Let's see here. Honestly, you sort of get the information that Kashmi and Mahari got when they spoke with Lord Vethis. People don't really talk to Geb. Geb very much keeps to himself. It is actually quite rare to have a meeting with him. Most Bloodlords met him when they were promoted. Maybe a handful of times since then. So, the average person you meet on the street can't really tell you, oh, what should you wear when meeting Geb, because they don't actually know. So most people are just giving you their own fashion sense. Which, it amounts to either modern all the way to centuries out of date. So.
Yeah, I guess the question beyond that then is, rather than what do people wear when they talk to Geb, is like, just find what people wear to like very formal, or just what they wear to like Bloodlord initiations, if there's anything like that.
Those are not public events. Strangely enough, for as public as the celebrants are about things and constantly holding parades to promote Geb, Bloodlords being inaugurated is a pretty secretive event, typically. Like, it'll be announced, hey, this is a new Bloodlord, hip hip hooray for them in the streets, but there is not, like, a big inaugural address that a new Bloodlord gives to people. Because it's more so, they meet with Gab, and then they perhaps meet with the other Bloodlords in standing. Because those are people of similar political power. Those are the people that a Bloodlord will actually care about meeting.
Okay, well then, I guess Amira will just look for a dress that matches what new Bloodlords wear in parades or whatever.
Sure, yeah. Amira would probably know best out of everyone here that Bloodlords have a large tendency to look down on the common folk.
Yeah, of course.
So...
Fuckers.
I don't like that dress. I want something very, very flowy.
Jericho.
Yeah.
If I recall correctly from... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, yeah, you go ahead. I wasn't really saying anything.
Okay. If I recall from last session when Mahari actually asked Delkira the question, didn't she mention something that Geb, from what she has noticed, prefers people to just be themselves and not try to play off as something they're not?
That is correct. Yeah, in a strange little twist on this undead nation of abundance and peacocking, Geb seems to at least not instantly disrespect people who don't put on a bunch of airs in front of him.
So Kashmi feels like she has to be corporeal when she meets Geb. She doesn't know why, but she feels like that's the appropriate thing to do. But she doesn't want to be disingenuous, so she wants something like really flowy that kind of represents like that ghostliness of her, because she's gonna be very real, very, very, very fucking real.
Yeah, I mean, that would probably be a very common piece of clothing that is meant for large parties and balls, something to mimic the idea of being a ghost or incorporeal and how you move in it. Yeah, that'd be easy enough to find and pick up.
Perfect, thank you.
And Amira, yours does end up being sort of classic, but just very regal and clean.
Yeah, you mentioned like the peacocking that Geb goes through, and I was thinking something peacockish.
Which is exactly what Geb hates.
Oh, never mind. Sorry,
Yeah,
if
that
that's
is
what Geb hates. Sorry.
that is what most
Then-
people here in Geb do. Geb as a person contrarily seems to dislike that.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Like you were saying, then Amira will go for something clean and simple.
Yeah.
Kashmi is gonna try to talk you into like a very thin fit, tailored, like satin, deep jewel toned suit.
Amira at this point will wear whatever Kashmi wants her to wear.
Fair enough.
Fantastic. Mahari, do you ever go to pick up anything like nice to wear, or are you planning to fully just go in like clothing and armor?
Is there a place he can get his armor polished? Because I could imagine it looks pretty shit right now.
I'd
Yeah,
like to
probably.
buy him one of those corsagety pins that you put on armor.
Okay.
Just so he's a little fancy.
No, Mahari is going to go as he's always gone, in the trappings of war.
Okay, I'm still gonna try to put it on you.
It's gonna end up on Mahari's back when he's not paying attention.
Wait, what are you trying
mean-
to put on me?
I didn't say that. But we've met me.
No,
One of those it's they're like ribbon pins that go on the armor.
Okay, what color is it?
So Kashmi's wearing like a crimson color, and so do we have a team color?
I mean,
Uh,
crimson would work.
yeah, because that's what Kalak Manor had a big crimson thing going on, so.
Yeah, so then it would be crimson.
Okay. Just, is it like one of those ones where it has like hooks and it hooks into your clothing kind of deal?
No, in Kashmi's mind, it like command strips to it, but magic.
So just done.
Kashmi
Yes.
invents Velcro for the sole purpose of making Mahari look
Yes.
fancier.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, Mahari just he sees you, put it on there. Nods.
Kashmi beams.
And you could absolutely find somewhere to get your armor polished, Mahari. That would not be difficult at all.
Okay.
So,
Then I'll do that.
okay. Are there any last things people would like to do before you
What
meet the
color
king?
is your suit, Amira?
Probably crimson and black.
Hot. We're all gonna match.
Yes.
We're gonna walk in
Uh,
there looking like a boy band from the 90s. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, fucking My Chemical Romance tier stuff.
Yes.
or the Galarian equivalent of like In Sync or the Backstreet Boys or some stuff.
No, but
No,
NSYNC
no,
and
we're
Backstreet Boy, we're an emo band.
Yeah, we are far too angsty for that shit.
Oh, true, very true. There's nothing I want to ask of the people in Mekatar, Jericho, but want to ask Lord Delkira one more question.
Yeah.
Is it customary to surrender one's armaments when you go to meet the king?
Oh, no, not at all. No one's able to
Really?
hurt him. Do you think you'd be able to?
I do. Sorry.
No. I do not believe I could.
It is both a show of power and insulting to those who are not so magically inclined to be forced to surrender one's weapons upon entry into the Cinerarium. It's not particularly nice if a group such as yourselves were to have you and Amira forced to surrender your implements of war, but Aranth and Kashmir here could waltz on in undetected. Should something break out, well, you won't be able to protect yourselves very well. So, it's a show of respect to you that is the rule, and also simply a show of power and force to any outside powers. People are welcome to bring weapons in. They are welcome to try and destroy the king, if they can. I imagine he would welcome it. Don't tell him I said that. Please.
Tell him you said what?
Thank you. So, are you all ready for your meeting?
I believe we are. Ladies, are you ready? I don't think I can get any more ready than I am.
Ready as we'll ever be.
So above table, I'm sorry, because I realize that I'm an asshole. But so Kashmir is going to there's something weird with Amira's hair. It's got a little woof woof, so she's gonna smooth it and fix it and make it look nice, and then immediately turn around and walk away abruptly. A little I love you, I hate you. Never hurt anybody.
Mixed signals.
I have big feelings. I can't help it.
I have big feelings and I cannot lie.
No, I think Kashmir's quite good at lying. That's the issue.
And all I do is lie.
Well, and let's not forget she's also the best intimidator in the group.
That's a one-time occurrence.
But it's still happened.
Well, if you guys are ready to go, then about 2 weeks pass here as you all party for a while, and then take some time to yourselves, clean up, sober up, rest, relax as best you can, go do some shopping, some preparation, and as evening falls, as the sun itself is about to set beyond the wine color clouds. Yes, go ahead.
Sorry, I don't know if this was asked or not, but was there... Could Amir have picked up... Obviously, he's Lord Geb, but is there any traditional gift to bring when meeting him for the first time?
No.
Some kind of offering?
Okay. I would also bring something. And it would be something small from our past. So, like the cookie his grandma used to make, or like something like that. Just hey, I remember who you were before who you were. When we liked each other.
Gotcha. Yeah, things like gifts would very much be something the celebrants would do, but probably no one else really.
Kashmir would do it.
So up to you, Amira, if you want to try and pick up a gift or something.
No, because, I mean, from what we know of Geb so far, he doesn't really like to sit on pleasantries, so probably he's not interested in people, like, fucking debasing themselves and... yeah.
Being genuine. I know that's hard for Amira these days, but...
That was rude. That was hurtful. Wow.
No, she has spent 300 years now pretending to be somebody that she's not to get ahead in Geb.
Well. As night begins to fall, Bloodlord Dalkira takes you all from the mansion into the city proper, and down the major streets. Get that guy out of here. Directly towards the largest structure in the city, the massive onyx black pyramid that pierces towards the sky itself. There are a few entrances on the ground level, and the Lord Vethis absolutely just directly strides into one, expecting you all to follow. She will give a bit of just like a chipper tour almost of the place as you go. Like, oh, those are the meeting chambers, those are the torture pits, that's the bloodletting room. Just go through like all the basics of places you are walking by, but you will notice you are gradually ascending upwards. There's no stairs or anything, the ground just slopes. And you find yourself climbing higher and higher throughout the structure until eventually you find yourself in a pretty open chamber, a very typical sort of courtroom looking structure. This is the High Court of Geb. Geb himself does not preside over this typically. He does not care that much. And rarely are the Bloodlords themselves in attendance either. Instead, there are, numerous bureaucrats behind desks and off to the side, and there is a figure who is sitting upon the high throne of the court. This figure looks to be a very desiccated, sort of wizened female wearing robes of primarily black with green accents. She has a mummified cat that sits adjacent to her, sort of on the edge of the throne. She's got this massive, almost hemicircle crown of gold atop her head that has a few bronze tassels that are shaped sort of like owls dangling from them. And you guys are absolutely not the only ones coming in. This place is packed when you enter. There are dozens of people playing politic, people who are working with the bureaucrats, trying to secure an audience with Geb, people just trying to navigate the political intricacies of Mekatar that you guys have effectively been fast-tracked on.
Couple questions, Jericho.
Yeah.
When we entered the Cinerarium, and as we ascended, did we see any foreign diplomats?
Give me a perception check. And I think your mic is a little away from your mouth right now, by the way.
Oh, how's that?
There you go.
Welcome back.
All right.
I saw you eating popcorn.
Oh yeah, it was great.
You do not notice any foreign diplomats. The only foreign, diplomat you've come across in the entire 2+ years you've now been in and around the city was Cortash Kane. You have not seen anyone else who would be considered, in that sort of political position from some other power.
But it is common knowledge to the citizens of Geb that the country's main export is food, right? We
Yeah.
ship it to other nations.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. That woman you just described,
Mhm.
is that the lady on the front of the Book of the Dead?
Yes. Yes, in the top left. I actually believe I have a picture in the server that I can flash here.
Because you were describing her, I was like, wait a minute, I've seen that before, but where?
Yeah, it is her. Is the figure who lords above
Is
the High
that a
Court.
cat?
It is. Yeah, she has a mummified cat with her.
Oh,
Now, can we tell what kind of undead she is just from looking at her?
She's a mummy.
Mummy? Okay. And Mahari
Very
will
strange.
kind
The art
of-
makes her look like a ghoul, but she's a mummy.
Mahari will kind of nudge Delkira. So when we meet Geb, do we need to kneel before him? Or does he not care for that?
You know what? I think you absolutely should kneel. He'd love that.
I'm not gonna kneel.
Go very well.
Lord Delkira, I get the sinking feeling you're trying to pull one over on me.
I would never do something to ruin your first impression of a bloodlord like this.
Um, uh,
He's grinning,
Amira,
isn't he?
Go ahead,
yeah,
Amira.
she's a shadow. She doesn't have a facial
Yeah,
expression.
it's a little hard.
So this mummy lady is approaching us currently?
No, she is. Mahari was asking these questions as you're entering, but she is just like
Oh.
sitting upon the high throne in this court while people are moving around, talking to the various bureaucrats. You guys have effectively just walked into this hall at this point in time.
Can I recall knowledge?
Sure. What are you trying to remember?
Who's this chick?
Your competition.
Unfortunately,
I like her dress.
Kashmi, you've got no clue who this is. Not someone you've come across in this life or others.
Is she approachable or is she like up?
She is up, but it's very much like you would approach and crane your neck up to look at her to get her attention. Dalkira is already walking forward as if to do that.
I'll follow behind.
Yeah, I
Okay.
follow as well.
Sure. As you make your way forth, Lord Vethus will look up and call out, Dazon! I have the candidates for Lord Gebb's approval with me. I'm sure you've remembered that today is the day. And the figure apparently named Dazon will, still sitting, not really move, but definitely will, like, open her eyes and look down on you all. Oh. You four would be the applicants for candidacy? Step forward.
I
I'll step forward.
Well. She just sits there and stares in silence for a minute.
Amira will give a kind of 15-degree angle bow a little bit as she approaches. Nothing super
Right.
extreme, but just a little bit.
I'll be honest, Lord Vethis. You had mentioned you were bringing people in to fill these positions. I had expected to be substantially more impressed. Well, what say you, Morty? A worthy...
Kashmi's
Oh, go ahead.
gonna smile. This tickles her. She loves it so much when people say this because she now knows she's a badass, and like she loves it when people underestimate her. So she is gonna like give the most like toothy, like contented, happy, like smile at her saying that she's unimpressed with her.
Yeah.
So based on Amira's experiences with like this kind of like upper level of Gebite bureaucracy and bloodlords and all that kind of stuff, over the past few years, when or can I do a sense motive here? I want to see. I don't know if this is something Amira can pick up, but can she see like, does this person want them to snap back as a show of strength? Or does she want us to remain silent and subservient?
Go ahead, give me both a sense motive and a recall knowledge, if you don't mind.
Okay, cool.
Can I aid?
I'm going to say no.
Yeah.
You may make your own sense motive if you would like, Kashmi. You've already given me a recall knowledge.
We do have telepathic bond on, so we can like share this information. I
You do
suppose.
indeed.
Perfect.
We are
Legendary
real
in
consistent
perception,
with
by the way.
rolls.
Legendary.
If only you could roll better.
No, don't say that.
It's actually very funny.
I want to be legendary.
Okay. Good news. You are also master in Mekatar lore, Amira, as well as gossip lore, for all that matters. So you know a bit about the High Court of Geb, even if you've never really been here yourself. You know that there are many like emissaries of Geb that would be in Dizon's position, the ones to sit at the head of the High Court. Dizon is, from your understanding, one of the more temperamental ones. How she reacts to things is very much based on her mood. She will, depending on the day and how she's feeling, you know, let people actually get away with their shenanigans. Or if someone pisses her off, just like have them escorted nicely from the premises. If she's not in a good mood, you would actually expect to see the High Court much less filled right now, and the people here to maybe more be like dragged through a back door to never be seen again.
Okay.
Based off of that, you could probably get away, since she seems to be in a good mood, reacting however you desire.
Amira won't fully snap back. Instead, she'll just smile up and say, "Well, I hope that by the end of the day, we can show you exactly how impressive we are."
Oh. At least you aren't entire wet blankets. Say you, Morty. Do they strike you as being worthy of our Lord Regent's attentions? She's absolutely, like, looked over and is talking to her cat right now.
Her cat's name is Morty.
Mortis is the actual name.
Oh,
She
Mortis.
calls him Morty.
Okay, so-
Please tell me the cat talks.
Unfortunately, no. It is just an undead cat. It is not inherently magical in any way that it can talk. It just is a cat. Like, the cat will just, like, meow back. Well, everyone be done for the day. And, like, the guards will begin closing down the court, escorting people out who are being shut down from all the efforts they've put in today, as Dizon will step down from the High Court. Lord Vethis, you may go. The rest of you, do follow me. And she will, like, the large doors behind the court will open and she'll begin walking through them. She doesn't check to see if you're following or anything. Lord Vethis will just look at you all. Best of luck. I don't think you'll need it, but try not to embarrass me, please.
Will do, and I'll follow the mummy lady.
All right. Gesundheit.
Sorry.
Dizon here will just lead you down a hall heading north, probably, and lead you guys into just like a smaller office space that's like a much more simple. There's a desk, there's a couple chairs set up, and she will, you know, snap her fingers, and a teapot and some cups will apparate in and begin pouring a suspiciously red liquid into the teacups as she sits down on one of the chairs. Mortis jumps up onto the sofa next to her and just curls up beside her. So, do sit.
Are these chairs built for normal sized people?
Yeah.
The couch, that the cat curled up on, could that fit my frame?
I
Or
mean,
my
if
stomach?
like the cat were to move or you were to sit on the cat, that is where Dizon is sitting, and she's sitting like dead center
Oh.
of the sofa.
Oh, I
She
thought
is
she was sitting in a
absolutely
chair.
taking up the space.
Oh, she's one of those kind of people.
She's doing this as a show of power. She is taking up the space and basically saying, "Please sit. I'm queen in this place, so."
Are there at least 4 chairs, or are there only
Yeah.
like 3 or 2?
No, there's enough chairs for you guys. They're just normal sized chairs, so it'll be uncomfortable for you to sit in one.
I go over to one of the chairs and kind of attempt to sit in it. Does it break under my weight?
No, not at all. And it's not like you
Magic.
don't fit at all, it's just uncomfortable for you. You're squeezed a little bit.
Oh, I know that feeling.
So, what gave you all such an interest in this position?
Ooh, that sure is a question. I wonder how honest we should be about that one.
Well, be honest, but just don't reveal anything.
Fair enough.
I mean, why does anyone want to be high up on the food chain? Power.
Amira, as she takes a seat, she'll kind of like cross her legs, fold her hands on her lap, and say, "Well, most of us here have people that we need to kill. And as it turns out, being a Bloodlord puts you in a very good position to kill people."
So, just to make sure I'm on the same page as you all, you wish to reach the highest seat of government and effectively be interred in apprenticeship positions right now, such that you can explore personal vendettas and petty grievances against members of our populace.
Oh no, 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 no. I mean, yeah, a little bit. But like that's not the only reason. That was just the like side perks. Like I'm pretty excited about being able to like help the people and shape and mold the structure of you know the community. Like
Wow.
it just occurs to Kashmir right now that she actually has no idea what a bloodlord does, but like she's pretty excited about like being able to help the orphans and like actually do not like good because all of her good will be self-serving, but like self-serving good, Kashmir good. So she's gonna tell her I'm excited about the shit I'm gonna do.
Um,
Yes.
yeah. One other, as Kashmir finishes, Amira will nod and say, "Yeah, as my wife is saying, it's not just the one reason. Killing people is currently my most important reason, but wealth, power, influence, those are always good things to have, no matter what."
Hmm. And that would be what you would consider your overarching objective? Getting good with the community, build up wealth, build up power, things like that.
A sense of purpose.
Your mic's away from your face again.
God damn it!
A sense of purpose and freedom from what bound us before.
With power, once you have it, if ever something comes up in the future that needs doing, then it's much easier to do it. Right now, I have somebody I want to kill. After that, I want to maintain the power I was able to use to kill that person, in case somebody else needs killing, in case something else needs doing. Having power and not needing it is better than needing power and not having it.
Hmm. Well, all right then. That is adequate for reasoning. And in where do your specialties lie? What will you bring to the table that, granting you this power and position, you will be able to take advantage of and do something with that may have an impact?
I kind of want Mahari to go first because Amira kind of, her abilities are kind of mundane, so if
Wait.
somebody else goes first.
My abilities are even more mundane than yours.
You have casting. You have the power of a god on your side. Amira is just an investigator.
Let's be honest. Everybody knows Aranth would go first. Like, who are we kidding?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Aranth would go first and tell her how amazing she is.
So,
And then
Jericho,
Kashmi would probably say something. Sorry, go ahead, Mahari.
I was just, for clarification, she's basically asking us, what makes you so special and what do you bring to the table?
Yeah, basically, it's it's the age-old, why are you the right fit for the job question. But also, she did say something a bit interesting to cap it off. What are you going to do should you have that power that will leave a lasting impact? Or at least make an impact? So, what do you... Not necessarily what just makes you a good fit for it, but if you do end up with the power, we give it to you, what are you going to do with it that's going to make you stand out? What's going to make people remember you? What's going to bring change? Good or bad? She's just asking right now. Back to
So
Kashmi.
Aranth will go, and then Kashmi's gonna say something like, I lived all the lives. I know all the things. And this time I get to pick how I do it. So I'm gonna bring all of them. And we're gonna do it right.
Hmm. And you two?
Can I, at this point, do a recall knowledge, or maybe even a gossip lore check? I don't know if I can use gossip lore for this kind of thing. But basically, what Amira is trying to do is she's trying to conjure up some fact she knows about this lady that isn't public knowledge, just to show how well her information gathering skills are.
Sure. Give me a recall knowledge roll.
Okay. Okay, so gossip lore. That can only be used to recall knowledge, but on any topic, and also, okay, if I fail, I get dubious knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Jericho.
Oh, I guess I also have Mekatar lore.
You do indeed. What's your question, Mahari?
I was just going to give my response, but I'll wait till you finish up with Allie.
Sure. Amira. Hmm.
I don't like those noises.
I know.
GM noises.
Do you recall off the top of your head which feat specifically is giving you gossip lore, Amira?
It is
Isn't it
do
Isn't it
it's
the
down
dedication?
in the archetype feats.
Thank you.
It's
Went
from
right
Dandy.
over it.
We knew that.
Okay.
I didn't want to be wrong.
Actually, good to know. Your gossip lore should only be trained right now. It should not be master.
Oh,
Because it'll go up to expert when you reach legendary in society. It operates like lore master lore.
yeah. Unfortunate. Well, I still have Mekatar lore.
You do
and
still have Mekatar lore,
Society.
thankfully. Unfortunately, you've not really come across Dizon before.
Yeah.
And honestly, there isn't much aside from what you know about her mood dictating how she handles the high court. You thinking on it don't actually have any rumors or information about what she's like behind closed doors.
Okay. Nahari, go ahead while I think about this.
Okay. The future. It's coming. And someone must lead us into it, kicking and screaming if necessary.
That's my dog.
I love Jericho's face.
Hmm.
Oh crap, he's rolling dice.
What you got for us, Amira? What is your character's reasoning? What makes her a good position or a good candidate for this role?
Re-roll that recall knowledge and take the higher result. Sorry, I know this is supposed to be used beforehand. But
It's supposed to be used beforehand. I will
You're such a
allow
kind
it
and
here.
wonderful GM.
She's been a pretty good girl.
She has. This is really meant to be, though, give me your reasonings.
Oh.
You're fairly
Okay,
sure,
so-
Amira, if you just give her, like, a piece of information, which, thinking on it, you can probably come up with something here.
Okay.
She doesn't give a shit about that. She wants your reasoning. What makes you a good fit? What are you going to do with the power you're given if you give it? She doesn't care about what power and skill you have right now. She wants to know what you're going to do.
Fuck, I mean,
You guys are being interviewed right now.
Yeah.
No one
yeah,
showed up to
that-
session tonight expecting an interview.
No, I really wasn't. Okay, so is she asking what will we do with the power, or what kind of power we want once we become
She's
Blood
asked you
Lords?
two
I suppose-
things.
Okay,
Why should you
sorry.
have this power? And what impact are you going to have when you have this power?
Okay.
So why and what?
Okay. Yeah. No. I think Amira has a good way to answer both of those at the same time. Amira will nod and say, I have spent the last 200 years developing my ability to talk to people, to get them to like me, to figure out what makes them tick. If I am able to reach the position of Bloodlord, I will be able to bring many other Bloodlords, many other powerful figures in Geb, into my network. And I believe that in such a case, as we know, Bloodlords like to constantly go against one another, compete with one another, conflict with one another. I think that what I can offer is unifying many different Bloodlords together to work towards a common goal, whether through convincing coercion or conniving.
I see. One final question. How confident are you?
I think for this, Amira's just going to smile and see if that communicates her feelings.
Kashmi's also gonna not like whisper, but like also kind of whisper. Pretty fucking confident.
Do you respond at all, Mahari? She's still staring at Amira, but Amira has given a response, and Kashmi has given a response.
I know the intent behind what I want to say. I'm just trying to figure out the right words. Can I just
Sure.
describe the intent to you?
Yeah, absolutely.
The intent would be, I have to bring those around me into the future, whether they like it or not, because that's the only way they and all of those around us are going to survive.
I think Amira, if she doesn't seem satisfied with just a grin as an answer, Amira will sigh and say, "Me and my companions here once managed to pull ourselves out of a prison that we had been stuck in for decades by our own strength with very little assistance. We managed to escape from an alien world, return back to this planet. If we can do that, I am fully confident in our ability to do much, much more."
Through the power of friendship.
I see. Well, Geb is a busy man. He has made time to receive you, nevertheless. Please, follow me. She will stand up and walk to the door.
Amira is going to say over the telepathic bond, "I am absolutely killing this woman once I get the chance."
Can I have her dress?
Yes.
I stand up and follow.
Yeah. Okay. Is anyone doing anything as you are following her? Are you just following? Are you keeping an eye out? Anything in particular people are doing as you
Keeping an
follow
eye out.
her down?
Yeah, I think Amira is like really fucking paranoid about this whole situation, especially when she's seeing like this lady's reaction. I think she will be like seeing if somebody's getting ready to fucking ambush them on their way to meet with Geb as an assassination or something.
Okay. Anything for you, Kim? Cool.
Kashmi is not worried about assassins at all.
Sure.
That hasn't even occurred to her. I think she's still seething. Like, fuck this lady. Like I already feel like, I don't know, weird and kind of disassociated about like meeting with Geb. And like, what a fucking cunt to like try to throw us off our game. Like, what a petty pick me little bitch. Like, and this is like super hyper focusing on only like, it just doesn't even look that good. Like, you know what? Her nose ran away to get away from that snooty ass ugly fucking face. That's why she's so ugly. Her cat doesn't even fucking talk. At least our cat talks.
Not anymore.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Casimir doesn't know this.
So Kashmir just like staring daggers into her back as you follow her.
Yes.
Fantastic. I've come to the realization that for the political campaign, we've made a lot of characters that really don't like figures in positions of power.
Yes.
The entire reason Amira is in politics is because she hates people in positions of power.
And Mahari just hates politicking in general.
Could go wrong.
You guys have first experience with what could go wrong. Need I remind you?
Greatest leaders of all time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sure. Remember, you guys got wiped out at your wedding when you weren't even really in the political scene yet. You made a few friends, made a few enemies, a lot more enemies than friends. So, if you're going to be on the like full-time political stage like this, just be aware. Food for thought.
I said, what could go wrong?
Knock on wood. Sorry, Tipsy. I did not mean to scare you with that.
I knocked on wood.
Come here.
Also, same,
Good call.
because Kashmir may be a complete optimist, but Kim's a realist.
Kim is having Kashmir dig the hole and smiling the whole way in.
I mean, that's true.
Fantastic. All right, yeah. You guys follow her down to the basement levels, effectively, just continuously heading downstairs. Eventually, after maybe about 10-15 minutes of walking, you find yourselves in what is likely an underground level of the Cinerarium. Hard to tell. There's no windows, no stairs or anything. It's just slowly ramping down, turning every now and then to stay within the confines of the structure. But as you come across, actually, it's not even like end of a hall, big throne room doors. You're just like walking down a hall, and all of a sudden Dazan stops, turns, and there's a very plain looking single door that she just knocks on. And after a moment, will turn the knob, open the door, push it inwards, look at you all. A word of advice before I leave you with your meeting. Sometimes using extra words to get your point across makes you look like an even bigger fool. And then she will step to the side and allow you to enter the room.
Amira over the telepathic bond, absolutely killing her.
Do I need to duck to go into the room, Jericho?
Maybe slightly, but probably not.
Okay, I enter the room.
Yeah.
You sure used a whole lot of words to say shut up. Just saying.
You guys are pretty confident this was mostly a rib at how Amira answered her last question, where all she asked is, "Are you confident?" And Amira went on like an essay.
Okay, listen, this is a personal insult at Ali, the player, because, listen, you've read my writing. You know how flowery and fluffy my writing is, okay?
I'm all for it. I do the same thing. I'm going to have characters throw shade at you for it.
Fuck them. They're gonna die. I'm gonna kill them.
As a little above table thing, part of the reason she was such a munch, she's from the Celebrants. She's part of the faction you guys don't like.
Jealous.
So the faction conflicts are going to be going on pretty frequently from now on. You guys may wish to be careful about who you associate yourselves with. But Mahari is the one to lead the way into this chamber beyond the door. Are the rest of you going in?
Yeah.
Tasmi doesn't breathe, but she's gonna take a deep breath and then follow behind Mahari. Head held high, confident, shoulders back, ready to go, tits out.
Jericho, was there any
Phenomenal.
way of tell by her dress or the jewelry she wore that she was a member of the Celebrants?
Unfortunately, no. Like, she was dressed opulently and nicely, but there wasn't anything that directly, like, screamed out celebrant. It was very much just basic clothing.
Okay.
That was above table information. In game, she
Yeah,
keeps her faction, affiliation a bit of a secret.
It's
She
not
is
gonna be a
not-
secret for long.
Not open
We're gonna
and
find out
overt
everything
about
about her.
it. You are going to try to. Maybe.
I mean, okay, bet. Cause then we're gonna kill her.
Bet GM.
She is someone you guys could very easily kill at this point in time. She's much lower level than you guys. However, the political power and influence she wields might make killing her a bit more of a poor choice.
Is this-
Amira. When Amira says she wants to kill her, she doesn't mean like stab her in broad daylight. She means like slowly dismantle this woman's power structure until she is at the bottom of the ladder and then kill her.
And then pump her full of vitality magic.
Yeah, just put her on the list with everybody else we're gonna kill. Like, it's not like we're playing chess here. We have a minute, but she's on the list.
Well,
Gonna unwrap her legs.
such a
just picturing
menacing
Nick.
thing to say.
I'm just picturing Nyx. If Nyx was here, Ranth would just be like, "What a bitch," over the link.
Yes. What a bitch.
Out of context, I'm gonna start threatening to unwrap people's legs in real
Yes.
life.
That's the way.
But I
Just
don't
unwrap
care
their
if you're not
legs.
among me. I'm gonna unwrap your legs. What are you gonna do about it?
What the fuck does that even mean?
I'm gonna unwrap your legs. It's a horrifying concept. As you all step into this chamber, Dazon notably steps in behind you, shuts the door, and then just like keeps to the corners, sort of in the shadows at the edge of the room. But you find yourself stepping into what appears to be like a small lecture hall. There are a couple rings of benches in like a small balcony above a central pulpit. In front of that pulpit and closer to you is a pretty large metal table that currently there is a figure standing before, sort of leaned forward on the table, poring over. Well, it looks like they're poring over documents. There's nothing on the table, though. But this figure floats just above the ground, a sickly sort of blue-green translucent mist making up the vast majority of his torso and below. Below the torso. Like, torso and up still appears as if made of flesh and bone. A dark-skinned human male, hair tied up, sort of a longer goatee, hair tied up in a braid behind him. And, the lower reaches of his body are sort of twisting and coiling, the smoky tendrils making these writhing, strange shapes. But as you all step into the room, Dazon steps in, closes the door. He will raise his head to look at you all. Ah. Our applicants have arrived. And he will float around the edge of the table towards you all. What are you doing?
Amira will give another slight bow and just say, "It is a pleasure to finally meet you, my lord."
Geb.
Kazmi will, over the telepathic bond, give Amira a little confidence boost and just, say, wow, he has really let himself go. And then she'll do a little curtsy, and like a head nod.
Mahari's going to give the salute of.
Fist over chest, nod at him.
Yep.
As he approaches you guys, the temperature in the room is just dropping constantly, getting colder and colder the closer he approaches. But he does make his way up towards you. Mahari, you would be the closest to him, correct? As the one to step forward into the room first.
Yes.
He reaches out a hand.
To shake? Like that kind of gesture?
Looks like it.
Well, Mahari's not going to leave the Ghost King hanging. Reach out a hand to grab his. But not in the hand to hand, but like in the
The
that.
forearm to forearm.
Yes. And as I do that, my lord.
His face twists into a very slight smile as you do not take the proffered hand, but go for the full forearm grasp instead. He accepts it and gives a quite strong grasp in return. It is a pleasure to have you within here. What was your name?
Mahari.
Mahari. Who is the next person? As he will release your arm and move on to the next person.
Kashmir will step up. Does he put his hand out?
He does.
She will reach into her pocket and pull out the little treat and put it up on the hand. And say, Kashmir, and then do a little curtsy and move out of the way for Amira.
It is a distinct pleasure to meet you, Kashmir. And he will sort of clench his... He doesn't clench his hand, really, but he closes it around the treat you put in his hand, and with a little wisp of purple smoke, whatever was there vanishes by the time he opens his hand back up. What he did with it, who knows?
Did Kashmir give her name?
She did.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Before Amira steps up, she's gonna sense motive on the Geb the King.
Amira's gonna use her vibe check against Geb himself. Okay.
Yeah. Specifically.
Can I
Yes.
aid by disarming him with my cuteness?
No.
Specifically, she wants to see how he reacted to Kashmir. Was there recognition in his eyes or anything of the sort?
Yeah. Go ahead and give me that roll.
Kashmir takes stuff into her body a lot, and so that is what she is assuming Geb has done, is now put it as... He didn't, eat it, he saved it.
It could very well have been that. If he did so,
no,
he did
that's
that
what Kashmir...
quite quickly.
With her... I mean, he's Geb, whatever. He saved it. Fucking pervert.
Okay.
Hey Jericho, where is Geb originally from? Ancient Osirian?
Yes.
Okay.
That is correct.
He's a weirdo.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
But I don't like that.
Let me check something else on that. Okay. Oh, that is a tragedy. If he were one level lower, you would have succeeded, Amira.
Wait, if I was one
if
level lower?
He were one level
Oh.
lower.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Geb is level 24, and thus the standard
Yeah.
DC is 48.
Mm,
Your 46 did not succeed.
so what if Kashmi aids me by disarming him with her cuteness?
Well, I said no to that.
What if I pull my titties out right now?
No.
I personally am going to drink the Realm Warp potion if you do that. And we're just gonna reset.
Then Amira will step forward.
Yeah. He just remains stoic in response as far as you can tell. He doesn't seem to have any outward reaction to Kashmi.
Yeah. Amira will step forward, go for a standard handshake.
Yeah.
Not like feminine and dainty, just kind of like standard. Just
No,
not
just a regular
hyper-masculine.
grip.
Yeah. And she'll say, Amira Kalak, wife of Kashmir.
Wow.
Kashmi, how do you respond? Like, do you do anything when you hear Amira announce herself like that?
I smirk.
Okay.
Like, mad flex, bro. Mad flex. Like, obviously, like, I'm really mad at her, but also, that's my fucking girl right there. Mad flex.
Okay.
Get it. But also, like, I'm still mad, so I'm stoic. But,
Oh, it's
I
on the
mean,
inside.
right.
Okay.
I mean, you did just pee on my leg and mark your territory, so, like, I'm not happy at you. But also, I see you.
Look, Amira did not learn anything from her encounter with Necressa, okay?
If I have to send you guys back to the Abyss for another 11 sessions, I'll do it.
No,
So-
no, Jericho! No! We're not doing that! Please, dear God, no!
Hey,
Can I just believe this is how all of the dream sequences start?
he will look at you, Amira, as you announce yourself like that, and just respond, well, it's a pleasure to meet you as well, Amira Kalak, wife of Kashmi.
And Amira will release the grip and just give another small bow and nod.
Come, join me. And he will float back over to the table.
Mahari follows behind him, with a respectful distance. I don't want a crowd who Mahari believes in his mind can wipe the floor with Necressa.
You would be absolutely correct. Most likely, the addition of Necressa's divinity throws a bit of a wrench into that. But he could probably get around that.
Yeah, he's the Ghost King.
He's level 24 for a reason. He breaks the mold. Yeah. As, you guys, are you all standing together on one side of the table? Are you, like, spreading out around the table? He stands at the far end to the door in front of it.
Jericho, is if the door is directly behind us, the table that Geb was at, is it long ways pointed towards the door, or is it long ways pointed towards the
It's
walls?
a big old square table. So there isn't really a long ways because it's equal on all sides.
Okay, so it's a perfect square. And
Yes,
he
it's just a square. He stands opposite of the door, effectively facing it.
Okay, then if he's facing the door, I'll go to his right. Not
Okay.
right next to him, but that side of the table.
Sure.
Did he ask us to take a seat, or
There's
say
no
anything like that?
seats. He just
Okay,
said, "Follow me."
Oh, okay. Sorry. Amira will stand as close to Kashmi as she can without upsetting Kashmi too much. She'll at the very least stand like on the same side of the table as Kashmi.
Okay. Kashmi, what about you? Are you gonna stand on the same side as Mahari? That way all three of you are together? Or are you gonna stand on one of the other sides with Amira hovering?
What do we think Aranth would do?
Good question.
We'll have to
I
ask
think
when she gets
a
back.
Ranth would spread out.
Yeah,
That
so then
feels
Kashmi will, Kashmi will take the other side.
Okay. Fantastic. As you guys step up around the table, you will notice, sort of with the image of almost as if a tarp is being rolled up off of the table, numerous parchments and documents begin to appear across it. It seems to be lots of. Actually, everyone give me a society check. See if you can understand this at a glance.
Just a blind society check.
A public society check.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Well,
So-
damn.
Okay.
Amira, your total was a 35.
Okay. Cool.
Same as Kashmi's, but Kashmi got the nat 20. Yeah. All of you are actually able to like take a quick look and understand. It is a list of the major powers that Geb is exporting food to, and effectively the yearly income reports. Like how much was exported to where, how much did we earn off of that. It is full documentation for the last 2 decades.
Billions of gold, right?
It's a lot. It's a lot.
I am going to try to commit as much of it to memory as possible.
Geb stays silent as you all approach and just seems to give you time to quietly look over the documents. And just stands there unspeaking as you do so.
Does it seem like he wants anything out of us? I mean, either way, Amira will do a funny glean contents.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll the decipher writing?
No, I'm actually going to add that as a +1 onto the roll you gave me earlier.
Oh, okay.
Because this was effectively
Oh,
a sort
okay.
of glean contents check. Just to
Okay.
see what you guys were able to gather on a quick glance of looking over this. Notably, I'll say because you have that feat, I'll give you and Kashmi a little bit extra information. And it is... it looks like in the last 2 years, the country has been reducing its food exports and thus its income. And there are a number of like official complaints as well, sort of among the documents hidden under some of like the export maps that seem to be not like direct complaints, but questioning why the export amounts have decreased.
So, sorry, you said there is or is not reasons as to why the exports decreased?
There are not reasons. There are letters of complaint asking why they have decreased.
Sorry, Mahari, go ahead. I do have something I want to say, but I'll wait for you.
Jericho, from our knowledge, is this something that is normally handled by the Council of Bloodlords?
You are walking into uncharted territory, my friend. As far as you're aware, as far as you've been aware up until now, Geb has pretty much always taken a backseat to ruling the country and has left it to the Bloodlords. So this could definitely be something new or different for his usual. Maybe he's been doing this behind the scenes this whole time and just no one, or at least you haven't known, though.
Okay.
Amira will pipe up here and say, sorry for a moment. I've heard that you've begun to take a more active interest in the governing of the nation, Lord Geb. If I may ask, why have the exports been decreasing?
I shall answer you with a question of my own. In times as uncertain as these, would you think it wise to continue to send exports beyond our borders when we may yet need these resources ourselves in the future?
Like this, Geb, can I disbelieve?
You may attempt to disbelieve, Kashmi.
This sounds sus.
This seems to be real. As far as you can tell, he's giving you no inkling that he's not real.
Oh, go ahead.
Is like Amira pausing to ponder Geb's words right now?
If Mahari wants to pop in here, something it certainly can.
Yeah, Mahari he'll glance at the documents, then look over to Geb. Do you think war, my lord, with our ancient enemy?
Well, if we keep responding with questions like these to one another, we'll just be going around in circles, won't we?
Yes, we will.
Amira will pop in if and answer actually, and say, if that was not a rhetorical question, my Lord Geb.
It was
I
not.
do believe if we are in times of uncertainty, as you say, it certainly makes sense to provide a stockpile of food for our quick citizens to make sure that we don't run into any issues with that. However, I do believe the resources that the outside world can provide to us, such as, say, weapons and other military equipment, which we can only acquire through a trade surplus, may be just as important. That being said, I don't have access to detailed documents regarding any of this, but that would be my immediate opinion.
Like, why wouldn't you strengthen our allies? Why would you alienate the people who are already indebted to us and make them more likely to attack us as well? That's so short-sighted. Oh my god. I'm sorry, Your Highness, whatever. But like,
Mahari's gonna look over at Kashmi. Kashmi, the world hates us. All of us. They deal with us because we have something they want. We're
so we should
convenient
take
for
the
them.
one thing that makes us viable to them? No, all we're doing is creating enemies and making us more of a target. And get out of here. I think
We
this
were,
is dumb.
we were already a target.
Amira will pipe in here slightly and say, one of the few reasons that many of the quote-unquote good nations have not attacked Geb, the nation, is because they rely on us for their food supplies, because many of their own citizens would starve if they disrupted the food production in Geb.
So let's, I don't know, reduce their food. Dumb.
The reductions being considered are by no means enough to elicit such dangerous potential.
You say that like you're not fucking with people's food.
How do you mean?
To make sure that we're all on the same page,
Mhm.
when you say, in times like these of emergency, can you be more specific?
Well, only 2 years ago, this city was subjected to an attack. From my understanding, you all are personally acquainted with the event.
We were caught in the middle of it. Yes.
Well, when the perpetrators of such devastation have eluded all attempts to capture them, would
Oh,
you
no.
not work to further ensure the safety of your people?
Okay. Above table,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, but Kashmi is not going to be able to stop her mouth. It has
Oh,
now occurred to
no.
her that Geb has no fucking idea who's had the attack. He has no fucking idea what's going on. And he's supposed to be the head honcho king in charge, and he's a fucking moron. And that's gonna piss Kashmi off. Because that dumbass bitch tried to act like we weren't good enough. They don't know shit. He's up here taking people's food, fucking up the only fucking leverage we have to keep us out of war with everybody, to keep us safe from people he doesn't even fucking know? Come the fuck on. Are you kidding me?
I do want to make mention, Kim. It's not like he is doing massive reductions. Exports are down like to 95% of what they were. It is a small reduction in what is being exported over the last 2 years.
Oh.
You
I
are
was ready to go to war. I was
no.
like, I'm ready. You don't fuck with people's food.
He's not like it's not a 50% less export. It is a we're going to keep 5% more for ourselves over what we export out.
Okay, well, he's not an idiot. He's just not smart. And Kashmi is annoyed that that lady insinuated that we were fucking dumb, but they don't know anything.
For what it's worth, I don't think Geb seems to be respecting us quite a lot. I don't think he shares the opinions of us that the lady shared.
Well, yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Ah, damn it.
Kashmi doesn't like this Geb.
Hey, you're married to him.
Amira will pipe up here for a moment and say, so if the perpetrators of the attacks from 2 years ago were discovered, apprehended, and dealt with, then would your lordship and those working on these exports no longer feel the need to restrict this sort of trade?
I wonder. You say that as if you would be capable of resolving this conundrum, tracking down the perpetrators, as you called it.
I think we would be capable of such.
Interesting. Well, I would certainly be interested in seeing you make that attempt. A word of warning to you, though. before you make such a promise as doing that, the perpetrator does not currently exist. Hence why we have not caught them.
Amira tries to hide her surprise, but when she hears something like that, she can't help her eyes going a little bit wide.
It's one of those things that's a little hard to hide your surprise on.
Yeah, yeah.
Catch is not surprised. Like, that makes perfect sense. Like, that like tied all of the pieces together for her. So she does kind of the opposite and takes in like a steadied breath of like, now all the pieces connect.
Amira will speak up again and say, do we expect the perpetrator to exist again at some point in the future?
One would assume, perhaps.
Just so you know, Kashmi is gonna yell at you. Yes, you dumb bitch! It's the fucking clones that you gave Lauren of our fucking blood, cause you had. And then she's gonna just stop, so that she doesn't start a fight in front of Geb.
All potential goodwill built up is gone.
Are you saying this over the bond, Kashmi?
No, over over the group chat.
Okay.
Are you
I'm
doing...
yelling at her in public.
Oh, okay, so you are doing it in the telepathic bond.
Yeah.
That is the group chat. Because you guys have your own private messaging with the messages
Yeah.
of the heart bond.
So Mahari's like on the other side of the table, just like listening to Kashmi rip Amira a new one.
Mahari could go for some knucklebone popcorn right about now.
Oh, he's so good!
Amira is desperately trying to keep it together.
Kashmi just bites her lips and stops so that she doesn't. She's about to start saying the real true stuff, and she'll be a lady, and she doesn't want to ruin this thing with Geb, but...
Mahari, give me a perception check.
Okay. Regular?
Yep, blind, of course. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, it is indeed possible that the perpetrator may show back up again in the future, and one would think that preparing this country to save itself against such a return would be perhaps the correct decision in the short term, even if it means reducing profits for a time. If you all think differently, though, I would be quite interested in your positions.
Just so you know, Kashmi's a fucking child, and that made her smirk. I know he's interested in all my positions. I'm so sorry, you guys. You can't take me anywhere.
Oh!
No, it's good. It's good.
Good lord. Jericho, the paperwork spread out in front of Geb.
Mm-hmm.
Does it have any seals or stamps of the various factions?
It would
Good
on
question.
the like the complaint documents. Those are primarily hidden, though. Those were noticed by Amira and Kashmi because of their abilities and good roles. You didn't quite notice those, but you have a general understanding of all the documents. So, as of right now, you do not see any official seals or anything.
Amira will speak up at this point and say, I would say, my Lord Geb, that I don't have enough information to present a firm position on the matter. I don't want to make any serious declaration without having the full picture.
Well, there is certainly a praiseworthy stance there. This conversation is not why you all are here today, though. You all, if I recall properly, are here for appointment into such a position as you one day may affect directly such decisions.
That is true.
You have been asked the bureaucratic way your stances on this matter, but I would ask you, from one person to another, do you believe you are the right fit for the job?
Yes.
And all of the troubles it will bring.
Yes.
Yes, my lord.
Looks to you last, Kashmi.
I was muted.
The
I,
classic.
correct. I nodded. Like assuredly, like just obviously, yes, duh.
Very well. The position is yours.
Thank you, my lord Geb. Trying not to do a happy little dance or like do fist pumps.
Well,
Mahari just bows his head again. Not that over exaggerated crap that everyone normally does in front of royalty, but the short to the point.
mm-hmm.
Done.
I will give no additional pleasantries.
As with full positioned bloodlords, you all will be granted a blood claim. You shall be taken to the treasury later to choose an item of value that you shall keep so long as you hold your position or climb higher. It should be, at this point, another 8 months or so before the next conference that all lords will be in attendance for. You will be expected to join in that meeting. Until then, you have no official duties, yet you do have the title. And all of the problems that brings with it. I do hope to see you at the meeting.
Because that's not ominous at all.
I look forward to the challenge. For reference, my lord Geb, are there any unofficial duties you would like us to pursue during the next 8 months.
Academy thinks you're proposing a threesome and gets immediately uncomfortable.
Wow.
Well, okay, look, I mean, flash that art again. Like he's kind of handsome.
You need help.
He is. I'm not wrong about this.
Based Jericho.
There have been way worse characters that we have thought were cute. So like I'm just saying. As far as it goes, I think we're doing pretty all right.
Well, if your intent earlier had any weight given the circumstances, you are by all means welcome to look into the issue.
Amira will nod in confirmation.
And from there, it seems the conversation is over. He does not say anything to make you leave, but all of you are pretty confident
Yeah.
this interview conversation is done.
Can I do a recall knowledge or sense motive or something? Because he's different. It's weird. Like I didn't expect us to hug it out, but also
Give me a sense motive check.
something's weird, and I just kind of want to get a about it.
Because of the circumstances, I am going to allow you the opportunity to hero point this, should you like.
Yeah, it's late. Why not?
That's hysterical.
I hate those words.
Exact same roll.
But with the plus 10 from Keeley's, right?
Actually, no, the second roll was lower. But yes. Did you hit reroll and keep the better result? Or did you hit reroll using a hero point?
I still have all of my hero points. I think I hit the wrong button.
Okay, that's fine. Adding a plus 10 onto your second roll then. If there's one thing you notice, Kashmi, during this entire conversation, Geb has meticulously avoided looking at you.
Okay.
He has taken time during the conversation, whenever someone is speaking, to look at them, to make eye contact. He has not once looked at you since you introduced yourself.
We're fucked.
Okay.
Does the mummy lady Devore?
Dizon. It's like Dijon, but with a Z.
Dizon. Does she, once Geb has basically made it known that, hey, interview's over, you've got your title, get the fuck out of my office.
Yeah, no, she'll open the door.
Okay, so she stands up, opens the door.
Yeah. She wasn't even sitting either. She was just standing against the wall in the darkness the whole time. Are you guys doing anything before you turn to leave?
Give my same warrior salute to the king.
Yeah, just another bow and then on the way.
And then
Okay.
leave. As we sensed it's time to leave. Time to go.
Anything from you, Kashmi?
Yeah, I'm gonna look at Geb, and I know you guys don't know this, but imagine you get divorced and you still love your ex, but Also, you hate his guts because you're divorced. But you have that moment where you look at each other and you kind of give, that sad knowing smile that, hey, we had a past. And, yeah, just kind of not a smile, but like a comforting, we've been through some stuff. I don't know, just a knowing kind of
Sure.
implied intimacy almost. So just a moment of realness from Kashmi, and then a curtsy and a hop and a bound out.
He had put his head down, poured it over started pouring over the documents at least once Mahari and Amira and Aranth turned away and started heading. As you stop looking, go to curtsy and leave, he lifts his head and makes eye contact with you for the last possible moment. And as you leave, you will get a message.
Oh boy.
Oh, crap.
That just says, "I've missed you, Kashmi."
Oh.
And that's where we're going to end the session for tonight.
Oh, my heart wrench.
But
Jericho,
no.
But yes.
Did anything come of my roll, or was it just a complete failure?
So that roll specifically, unfortunately, it was a failure. What you may have noticed, Geb was listening to your guys' telepathic bond. So
Yeah,
when
I
Kashmi
figured
was
something
throwing
like that.
shade in public at Amira, Geb smirked at Amira. And
So-
you had the chance to notice that, Mahari, but unfortunately did not.
Yeah. When I shook his arm,
Mhm.
you said he smirked, or did he smile?
Smile.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he gave just a pleasant smile as he shook your hand.
I could imagine Geb after... How old is he? 3,000 years old?
5,000 plus.
I could imagine after 5,000 years of life, he is utterly sick of people being fake to him.
Yeah.
He is probably so goddamn sick of it.
Look, he recognized Kashmi on sight the moment you guys walked into the room.
Oh, yeah.
His inner monologue was him just screaming, "Play it cool" to himself over and over and over again. That entire conversation.
He's a 10,000-year-old mythic level wizard, but man, still just a guy in the end.
Oh, yeah.
Man was effectively told his wife was killed by his best friend, killed his best friend because of that, and went to war with another best friend because of that, and just had his wife walk into the same room as him after 5,000 years.
Oh, and by the way, here's my wife.
Right, and then someone else immediately introduced themselves as your wife. He was screaming inside.
I really think that's what Amira would do. I think she's in such a
I love it.
insecure place right now that
I think it's funny. He's 5,000 years old, rules a nation that bears his name, can destroy entire countries with his magic, but he still freaks out when his wife shows up.
So the big thing with Geb, of course, after Kashmi went missing, of course he tried to resurrect Kashmi. That was the first thing he did. He couldn't. So for the longest time, Geb has harbored this paranoia inside of him that Kashmi left willingly and just disappeared on him. That is the paranoia that has festered in this man's brain for thousands of years.
I would never do that.
Hey, Kashmi, good luck with that, by the way.
that's the woman who tried to delete all of her memories of her wife.
I would never. That does not sound like me at all.
I'm not saying he believed it. It is simply that little splinter in the back of his mind that has festered for so long. And so when he saw you, as much as he wanted to be super affectionate, start talking to you, give up his whole guise as leader of this country, that thought gave him pause.
No, he just couldn't resurrect me because I already took the bits. There was nothing left. I already left with my parts.
Also, he wouldn't do that in front of Dezorn.
He absolutely would.
Oh,
If
he
he
would?
didn't have that splinter, if like he saw Kashmir, who he thought was dead for 5,000 years, truly come back, he would have absolutely thrown everything away.
Oh, he's such a wife guy.
I like it.
Yeah, but
Ghost
also
King
same
of Gab.
bitch.
Gab. Wholesome.
Man killed his teacher because he believed that his teacher had killed Kashmir.
I mean, and to be fair, we don't know that he didn't.
He didn't.
I mean, oh, okay. I was gonna say, well, Jericho does know, but
no, yeah, you know he didn't, because you were kidnapped by one of Geb's other friends, who then, using Draven, effectively convinced Geb that Alfgeben the dragon had killed you, and that's why you were missing. And so Geb killed Alfgeben in rage.
well, we could just bring him back. It'll be fine.
And then Nex found out that, hey, Geb killed their mentor, the dragon, and that's what led to the war in this
It'll be fine.
continuity.
Jericho, is Nex a runesmith?
Nex is a wizard. Nex is a bitch.
He went and hid in a box for 3,000 years.
If he's even still alive.
Oh, come on. We all know he's still in that box. He turned himself into an immortal flesh forged.
Schrodinger's Nick.
I do think it's extremely funny to me that in Kanon, Geb got depressed and sat in his room for 3,000 years because his boyfriend left, and in our Kanon, Geb got depressed and sat in his room for 3,000 years because his wife left.
Yeah. Look, I wasn't going to go too far from canon.
Well, canonically, why are Geb and Nex at war with each other? Like, why do Geb and Nex hate each other?
I don't think there's an answer to that.
From what I recall, it's effectively because they were rivals. They were two of the greatest wizards. So they would, share notes with each other, learn from each other, and eventually they sort of reached a point where they just started one-upping each other every time they met, and that just escalated.
So it went from gentlemanly sportsmanship of one-upsmanship in wizardry to I'm going to fuck your country up, you fucked my country up, we don't remember who threw the first punch, we don't care.
We call it lovers to enemies where I'm from.
I think we know exactly who threw the first punch. I think it was Geb. But I might be wrong about that. I haven't read that bit of lore in a while.
Yeah. Hold on.
But thank you all for playing tonight.
Yeah.
Just so I can clean up this recording and end it off. I hope you enjoyed. Son of a bitch. I'm going to kill you. Mahari, dead next session. For real this time.
For real?
That's okay.
Okay, I'll make another character.
Geb and I'll raise you. It'll be fine.
Kim.
See you all
Real
next
quick.
week.
Good night.